carpet.
No, super. Hey, everybody. Happy day. How's everyone
Happy
doing?
Happy Friday.
Look, Rufus, put your arms down with that
Oh,
U of
happy
M
day.
shirt
I
on.
forgot. Happy day.
Put your arm with that U of M shirt on. I'm gonna have to black that out too. Seriously.
At least me and Vern represent Detroit. What?
I am too. Wait a minute.
Now, if I could,
Oh,
I
dang. This wasn't even planned.
if I
Mm-mm.
And
could, I would have on a Michigan shirt. I got a couple hoodies, multiple T-shirts, and multiple sweatpants representing
okay,
U of M.
even though we understand that, we appreciate the D today. Like, I know this is for my name, the D, but it's going to be for Detroit today.
I know
Hmm.
that's real. We're gonna
I'm
represent
gonna
that.
I'm gonna let y'all I'm gonna let y'all wear the Detroit gear. I'll just be in Detroit.
There you
Okay.
go. Proud member of the Pontiac Society.
So y'all
Oh
go
my
ahead,
goodness.
Yak
All
go
right.
ahead
Town.
on.
Oh my.
Yak Town.
Wait, we didn't spend a minute like just talking like we don't have anybody. Hey, everybody. How's everyone doing today?
Just
What's
Fantastic.
going
wonderful,
on?
wonderful.
Everyone have a good week.
I did.
I'm
Yes, my,
blessed
my
and
week
highly
was
I
favored.
did, and I didn't.
hallelujah.
I want to try to look at the more positive side of
What was the didn't part?
Nope.
planning my uncle's funeral was the not
Uh,
the
our
didn't part.
condolences. We
Thank
definitely
you.
Yes, for
praying for
sure.
your family.
Thank you. I
Hmm.
appreciate it.
We do. We do. And you look like a cute little baby. I saw your picture sitting on his lap.
Oh, thank
I was like,
you.
I could tell that's Keelan right there.
That big old head, but that's okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
but that just means you have a big brain. That's all,
That's
right?
what they say.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what it means. Vern, Rufus, you guys have a good week.
Yeah, mine was great. Ended up getting some great news towards the end of the week. Um, yeah, no complaints. My kids both got straight A's throughout the whole school year, so they will be honored in a ceremony
Hey,
next week.
hey.
So,
Congratulations.
thank God for them taking after their moms.
Congratulations.
I'm sure they
That's
got
good.
something after you.
Well, I wasn't I was never bad in school, like never expelled, nothing like that. I was just an entertainer. So, you know,
See that? I could
I was
definitely see that.
I was one of those kids where I got the he is so smart, but
But I had a classroom full of you at one point, I'm sure.
yeah,
And,
so
Yeah.
and once the principal realized she's pretty good with the boys, next thing you know, I had an all boys class. And then it became almost like a gang because no one could say or do anything wrong to
hmm
Miss. It was Miss Hosty, then it was Mrs. Dixon, and we would go to the bathroom, walk down the hall, and everybody would be like looking at us. They reverenced us because we were just my boys were so good, but put them in the hands of someone else, they were
Oh,
not
wait.
good.
So
I
I
miss
guess you had that magic.
I do, and I kind of miss the classroom, but not enough to go back.
Oh,
Rufus, how was your week?
I'm not gonna lie, my week was not great.
Oh, what
oh,
happened?
However, at the end of the week, it was so funny because my kids are doing they have Spirit Week all weekend, so today was Throwback Day, and I felt so old because the decade that they had to do Throwback was the '90s, and
wow.
That, yeah,
I
that
dressed
is.
my we dressed my boy up, and he had baggy clothes and a hoodie and a jersey and all of that stuff. He thought we was trying to set him up to get talked about, but I said no, that's how we used to dress in the '90s.
We
I
did.
showed him I showed him old crisscross and I don't know if y'all know about Another Bad Creation, but
Yeah.
I
Of
showed
course
him
we
old.
do.
Hey, I can't assume on here. I can't assume. So I showed him old videos, and he was like, "All right, yeah, I guess y'all used to dress like that." So yeah, it was cool.
That's what's up.
Well, did he win?
I don't know if it was a contest, but he definitely
Okay.
smiled all day. You know.
Oh,
That's
good,
what's up.
good.
Yeah.
Those are fun times, spirit days in school.
Oh,
Hmm.
I thought you was gonna say the '90s was fun times, but
Oh, the
yeah.
90s were fun times
I
too.
had good times in the 90s.
I did too. That was
Freaknik,
uh,
You talking about Freaknik?
I
oh,
never
well,
went to a Freaknik.
I went to Freaknik.
Oh, okay, okay.
I did. Yeah,
wait, who did?
Oh
I
snap!
did. I
Tanya?
did. Yes,
Oh,
I did. I
we
graduated from high school in 90. I was at Michigan State. And we drove
Wow.
up 2 years in a row to Freaknik
I
in
I
never
would
went
Milwaukee.
to
have.
one. I just created my own.
We did.
Oh,
It's not worth talking about. But
Okay.
now,
In other news,
whenever I hear whoops, there it is. It just takes me right back, right back.
Bring back memories, huh?
Oh,
you know how you could tell it's totally out of your system is because you said whoops instead of instead of the slang way.
Oh,
Like
she
back in the day,
did.
you'd be like, "Whoop, there it is."
Whoop,
yeah, whoop,
there
Tanya
it
was
there
is.
it
like,
is.
"No." I
She
remember
was
when
like,
"Whoops,
whoops,
there it
there it
is"
is.
came
Should have
on.
been there.
It
Whoops,
was
should
the
have been
jam
there.
ski. Okay, it was amazing, guys. Whoops, there it is.
Oh my goodness. And now as my 16-year-old daughter references, like back in the 19s, I can't stand when she says that. Mom,
Well,
back in the
yeah.
19s. I know it's truthful, but come on now. You don't have to remind me
Yeah,
that
when
they
they be
never
like, you
touched
were
the
born in the
19s.
1900s.
Whew.
I took the boys to go get their haircuts, and I saw a retro music store had all types of CDs and um, records in there. So I was like, man, I got to stop by there one day. I want to recoup some classics I had back in the day. And my son was like, Dad, isn't that stuff obsolete? Why would you want to spend your money on something that nobody uses anymore? He's like, what are you going to play it on? I'm like, you want punishment.
Yeah,
No, right?
back in the day, you used to get music and really collect it, get the
Yeah,
cases
yeah.
and look at the covers and everything. It used to be a whole
Be
experience.
able
And
to
then
read the
used to
covers
have to
and
used to have them in books, and you could go in
yeah.
your books and like,
Yes.
Bro, they want to talk about distracted driving. Imagine flipping through a 256 case Logic CD holder and putting that CD in the deck and then taking one
Okay,
out when you
so
listen to the
I was
songs.
a more organized driver. I
No,
always had
I
a
know,
car that
Vern.
had a 6 CD disc changer in it, and I
oh,
put my disc in.
slight flex.
A little light flex, lightweight. And then I would, select my music before I pulled off. And,
Yeah.
I had,
Also, you had the one where the changer was in the trunk.
no, no, no. It
Cause
actually was in the
y'all remember when
dash.
they had the six changer, you had to put it in the trunk
Yeah,
first.
mine
Then
wasn't in it. Mine wasn't in the trunk, though. I was a little bit more ahead of people.
Oh, excuse
I mean,
me.
I'm not bragging or nothing. I'm just telling my story. You know what
I
I'm
thought you was pushing the button to take the face off of it, off your radio.
saying?
No, Keela's always been bougie, bro. She's been always been ahead of the class. She's
I don't know
always,
about
yeah,
bougie.
I'm just saying. I've known you and I've seen you. You've always been a lady. Okay, I'll say that instead of bougie, but you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Speaking of, that's why we're here today. So before we get into like the hot topics, Burn said, lady, we are going to go all the way there soon,
All the
talking
way.
about being a lady, being a gentleman. I think Rufus was the one that said, do women have a law like men have a law? Yes, we do. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about gender roles. So I'm like excited to go there. I really am because, yeah, we have some stuff to say. But
Oh,
before we do,
definitely.
there are some like hot topics that we wanted to hit before we get there. Um, what's going on in the world? What's going on today that we want to talk about?
Um, I don't know. I guess I kind of don't want to talk about it. Instead of, I think now we're at the point of letting the morning sit in, and even though I feel like in this country, thoughts and prayers are getting used as a crutch, like
Yeah.
it's really, I think prayer always changes things, and I think there is a point in time where you have to really pray for those families with the tragedy. Um, at first I was thinking like, yeah, this is a topic we can talk about, but even me, ever since it happened, really haven't talked about it.
Mm-mm.
And starting to see these stories come out,
Oh
it's like,
no.
I feel like nothing is going to change. The politicians aren't going to change it. Nothing's going to change. So
Mhm.
all you can do, when all else fails, you do have to pray. Um, I don't believe voting is going to change it. I don't believe nothing is going to change it. It's still going to be a cycle. So what we can do right now is make them donations if we can, pray for people because it's beyond tragic.
It really is.
Mhm.
It really
And
is.
just as a reference, we're referring to what happened in Texas a couple days ago in regards to 19 children and two teachers being killed by an 18-year-old. Yeah,
Mm.
So yeah, I asked that we not talk about it before we even got here, and here we are. We're talking about it, and I'm fight back my tears because it's just so sad, and just knowing. Then 2 days later, the teacher's husband had a heart attack.
Yeah, that
Hmm.
was devastating.
Devastating.
People die of broken hearts,
Broken
really.
hearts. And they had been knowing each other since middle school and
Hmm.
married. Yeah.
24 years. When I was thinking about their little history, I was thinking that's exactly when I met Angel's dad. We would have been married 24 years this year. Like
Hmm.
all of that's a long trail of history. And then when you are with somebody for a long time, I can't just even imagine just even the shock of what happened. And then your own person was involved. That's a lot.
Yeah,
That's a
Yeah, I
lot.
heard. I think some of the side stories are really interesting. Without getting into too much on the death side of it, just hearing about I guess it was one father that was doing CPR or work, helping one of the kids, and then he found out his kid had died
Yeah, that
while
was
he was helping
devastating.
another kid. I saw that they interviewed the mom and the dad. So, and then I heard the police waited to go in or something like that.
Yeah, talk to him before he went in, and then let him go in. And I don't know. This story things are just not adding up. Um, some people on Facebook, and I have chosen purposely not to get involved in any of the debates or talk comments. If somebody is saying, I pray for them, I hit the like button, but it's so much to digest with what also happened in New York recently. It's just so many things back to back to back. But with some of the ways that they say they did, if it is accurate, I'm just not understanding why they stopped him, talked to him, and still allow him to go in the building. So I'm a little confused at that. Maybe things are unfold.
Yep. So, yep, we really I don't know. So,
I have a question for you guys, semi-related, but not on that same. Just kind of veer off just a little bit. I heard someone mention that they feel like America is a cult, and basically they were just talking about reasons you should move out of the country to another place. Given all the racism in America, given that we are the only nation that has all these school shootings, do you guys still feel like we live in the greatest country?
Mm.
And if
Consider
so, why?
So my honest opinion here, considering that I have never lived anywhere else, um, and just going by what we hear, I have to say yes, only because certain freedoms come with it compared to what we hear from other places. Even some of the places that I have had a chance to visit, there are little things that I would experience there, and I'll be like, Lord, glad we don't have to deal with that, at home. But considering it's just been so much going on, it's a fear. The divide in the country that we have had lately is a little scary. Just being on edge a little bit more. So I'm gonna still say yes, only because I truly, sincerely don't have anything to compare it to. But I'll see what the other guys say. Oh, and Tanya.
It's okay. I could be a guide today. I know what I am. Honestly, what Keela touched, I was just thinking that when you asked that question, Rufus, I think because of our freedoms that we're entitled to, that makes it great, but it's also like a blessing and a curse.
Mm-hmm.
Because of those freedoms, people can walk around
People act
mentally
stupid.
ill and just do whatever the heck they want to under the gauze of it being a free country. But Keela and I just had the privilege of having someone on our show that goes back and forth between being here
Mm-hmm.
and Ghana. And they're going to come back and talk to us. I think they said August.
In
Keela?
August.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
August. And some of the things that they said about Ghana, I'm almost like, should we just pick up our family and move there?
I know.
Because I'm listening, like, because one thing you said was that because we talked about the gun violence and the guy that we were interviewing. Now he is, I mean, he like OG for real, like thug. Like people used to be scared of him, probably still scared of him. But he said that he's only heard like one gunshot and all the time that he's been traveling over there since 2019, and that was when the military was practicing something. So, I mean, he made it seem like it's the place to be.
He
But
really
I would need
did.
all of my family and friends to move over there with me
He
if we were to
definitely
move to
sold it.
Maryland. He did
Yeah,
sell it. He
I just
did.
got one question. Does he have unlimited 5G data and high speed internet? Because that's a factor.
Well, he
he,
it
he
slowed down and got kicked off a few
when
times.
we very first started, he got kicked off, but
Yeah.
he hung in there after that. I don't know. I don't know what he did.
Mm-hmm.
He switched over, but yeah,
No,
I don't know.
I feel like America is like any other place. I think now you know the playing field is somewhat level, and I think it's a gift and a curse, like Tanya said. But I believe gift and the curse is like capitalism. Our system does allow for you to kind of almost be anything. You could be,
Mm-hmm.
a high school dropout and start a software company, things like that. It's definitely harder for people of color. Um, but it's like any place on this earth that has men and women in it. There's going to be corruption everywhere. Some places are going to be tougher than others, but I still think we are in the conversation as the greatest nation,
The
ever. With
conversation.
We're in a conversation.
we're in the conversation, but
So it's no longer unanimous without a shadow of a doubt, but we
no,
are.
not when other countries see us as a place they will never go. So
That's true.
I
A lot
think
of that
it's
had to do with the past 4 years or the
yeah,
previous
but
four years.
and for me, it's almost like you could say the past 20 years, because in my belief that the situation, the state of our country kind of only changes clothes. It's the same underneath the clothes, but it's
Mm.
different when you put different clothes on. It's still the same. Still the same system. Still ran by people. So there's going to be flaws. There's going to be issues. I think we are cut above a lot of countries, but we got
I agree.
plenty, plenty, plenty of issues, to not say we're all perfect. America
Definitely.
portrays an image of apple pie, bald eagles, and freedom
Hmm.
when there's a cesspool under it. You know what I mean? That image
Unfortunately.
is that image is being stained on the regular across the world. Like they see us for the outside, but they definitely can see our issues. Like, and we choose to ignore it. Like everything is perfect. Stand up for the national anthem at all the games and America, the free and the brave. But yeah, we got problems. It's just like any other family, but
Definitely.
we
Look
got
like
problems.
somebody in the comments said they want to move to Australia. I don't know nothing about Australia.
I'm good. They don't have no gun rights in Australia.
So I do want to visit there, but after doing my long research studies and everything and seeing that you could literally hear the spiders walk, I just said, maybe not so fast. I don't know.
Everything in Australia can kill
It's
you.
I know.
They Australia has
I couldn't handle the roaches in Georgia.
Oh
I
my
know
God.
Australia.
Listen, they have an
Hey,
attack
Quilty.
season of the birds. Like they were like, don't go during this time of year because the birds be flying down at you. The spiders fly. You can hear them. I was like, oh Lord. I still do want to visit, but Lord help me. The spiders
y'all should y'all should definitely Google the most deadliest animals in Australia. Everything can kill you. I'm talking about everything. It's a death trap in Australia. I don't see how people survive it. It's all death.
fly. He just blew my man's dream right out the water.
Hey, we go over there. Man, me and my
Listen.
sons are like huge nature buffs.
Mhm.
So we love watching programs about reptiles and things like that.
Ooh.
They have They have some of the most. Oh yeah, we can't talk the wife and getting a snake, but we're definitely getting a turtle. Some of their snakes on there. I think they have
Turtles
five
be
of
snapping.
the top 10 most deadliest snakes in the world
Yeah.
come out of Australia.
Oh,
Well, when I saw that spider carrying that mouse up the refrigerator, I was done. I was like, okay, you know what? I'm over it. I'm over the
yeah.
fest. But I do still I want to visit Brisbane, Australia specifically, but we'll see. Who
Yeah.
knows?
All
That's
right.
the rich part.
Aaron said he changed his mind about
I mean,
Australia.
they seem like they doing pretty good. I didn't check their status.
Okay.
Right.
They got a
Okay.
they got a snake over there that's prevalent called the taipan. The taipan got enough venom to kill 100 men in one bite. You might find that boy in your garage, in your house.
Mm-mm.
It is one of the most deadliest snakes in the world. They got the brown recluse spider. They have a little
Yeah.
octopus with, and I'm talking about it's maybe the size of a quarter. It
You rather
has.
live you rather live on the east side
I
or
didn't. I didn't say
west?
that. Now you're going too far.
Which
Oh, Rufus,
one?
that was actually pretty good. I mean,
I'm
east
just
side of
saying.
Australia, what you gonna do?
I know, right?
Where you
Ooh,
taking your chances?
Look, that
that's
sounds
tough.
pretty serious. So, look, Vern didn't
Okay.
schooled us on that, so we probably won't go there. Okay, so but we are going somewhere today, people. And where are we going today?
We are
All the
definitely
way
going all
there.
the way there.
All the way there with the OGs.
Yes. Are we doing the DJ
Oh, go
tonight?
ahead.
What
Yeah,
are
I
we
was waiting on the
doing?
music.
All
Why not?
right. Okay.
Don't.
Where are we going today? All the way there.
Let's go.
Oh, that's the show. That's the joint.
That was
Every time I
that
see
was
that
the jam
picture,
dance too.
every time I see that picture, I vow never to do my own makeup. I don't wear makeup. I should not have worn it that day.
We
Okay,
gotta
so
redo that picture
we do,
because
because oh my goodness, we do. But right now, I have my own little glow going on. I don't know what is going. This is definitely a gender role right now. The way I'm feeling this heat.
every show we need to get Aaron's wife on here because every show we hear about her, he said he gonna send her to Australia.
Oh,
Yeah, if he on purpose sending her to Australia, he's trying to put her on Dateline MSNBC because she gonna get bit by something.
yeah, you probably should not have put that on there because we'll end up on Dateline with this comment.
Right. And we'll have to be witnesses, and I don't want to be part of it. So go ahead, Tony.
Okay, so anyway, so let me tell you guys seriously what sparked this whole entire conversation. The last time that we were together, the four of us, the OGs and All the Way There podcast, somehow it came up about gender roles and women mowing the line. It didn't stop right there because now everybody that's listening, we inboxing about it, we talking about it, we saying ain't nothing wrong with it. Vernon Roof is like, I'm embarrassed. Where is her
You
husband?
say ain't nothing wrong with it. Let's be very clear.
Okay, it's not to me. I'm not that
Okay.
I'm going to go out and mow the lawn because I'm not. I don't even know how to start the lawnmower. But if
Okay.
there is a woman out there with or without a husband, if she wants to mow the lawn, then let her mow the lawn if her husband don't have a problem with it. But these two guys have an issue with it. Why is that? Oh, and Keela too. I'm sorry.
Oh
Keela.
my
So
God.
seriously, do you have a problem with the woman mowing the lawn if her husband is okay with it?
Yeah. I mean, if he's an able body, unless he's sickly or something. Like I really don't, I don't get it. I don't comprehend it. I don't understand it.
Okay.
Like I don't even want to understand it. What I want is your household to work, and that's all that's important. But for
Mhm.
me and my house, we will not mow the lawn.
I don't like being outside, but if I did, I would mow the lawn. Kev probably wouldn't like it. I'll just do it when he's not home. I just hurry up and do it if it's something I really
No,
need to
first
do.
of all, no, because if you're not touching the lawn with technique, so I'm very particular about my lawn. If anybody not touching it, And Tanya, you look like you just gonna go back and forth with the lawnmower. You know. What about you
She
guys,
can't handle.
Rufus?
She can't handle the heat in the house. Yet
No,
alone
I'm
Right?
seeing her right now.
outside in the
Oh,
ghetto
but this
yard for
just
2
reminded
hours.
me of this one time where I said I was going to edge the bushes when we were like up in Pontiac. I don't know what happened. Kev came outside like, what did you do? He was like, why are you? I don't know how I ended up like inside of the bush. So the
See,
bush was
You was
like this
feeling it. You was
big.
in the zone. You was in the zone. You
And by
saw
the time I
something.
finished, it was this big. And then at one point, I cut the cord. I mean, it was like we had to go get another.
You
poor
cut the
Bush.
cord.
Murder was the case they gave her.
Okay, so real quick,
What?
y'all want to play? Let's play a quick game.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, so we're talking about gender roles. I'm gonna name some things, some domestic things, and you
Okay.
guys tell me whether you feel like it's the woman's role, the man's role, or anybody,
We on the
Equal
same page.
or
Go
equal.
or
ahead.
equal.
I'm ready.
Oh, you
Okay.
got yours. Go ahead, do yours. Let me get yours. Let me get yours.
No,
No,
we
no,
gonna
go
do
ahead,
both.
please.
We gonna do both.
Please,
All right.
go ahead. Mhm.
Make decisions about furniture and decorations.
Woman's role,
I
easy. There's no debate.
definitely. I'm gonna say woman's
I'm
role
a,
because I'm just gonna take it.
that's
I'm
equal
gonna
then,
say
man.
woman's role too, but I have a friend that her husband absolutely took over the whole entire process. And no, he's not heterosexual. And no, he's
He's
not.
not heterosexual.
Exactly.
I
No, no, no.
Exactly.
knew
I'm sorry. He's not. He's not gay. I should say it that way. He is a 100% man, but he just had better taste.
That's fine.
That's a
I
flag on the
mean,
play.
Tanya, you have a melting pot circle of friends, and we appreciate that. But
To
go
me, that's
ahead,
like a
Ruth.
dude. That's to me, that's like a dude who has input on his wedding. Like that ain't none of your business, bro.
Well, unless
Business.
it's about the
DJ and the
music,
food.
unless it's about the music, the
That's
food,
it.
And
and
the
the
That's
food.
it.
food and the
And
drink.
maybe the
All
No,
right,
food.
next one. Next one.
You didn't answer. You didn't answer.
Oh, I think it's
Oh,
no.
you,
equal.
He said
He
woman.
said
oh,
woman.
you did.
No,
Okay.
no. I think it's equal.
Oh, you do.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Because I'm not about to be busting my foot or my knee on stuff just because you. Nah.
Just because
So
you
we're
think
gonna
it's
move
cute.
move it over there. All right. What about laundry?
I'll say either.
Equal.
Yeah, I'll say equal.
Okay, pretty unanimous. Cleaning the house,
Equal.
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 preparing the meals.
It depends on who's a better cook.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go with equal with that
It's
because
it's supposed to be equal, but if you making prison foods, you should just slide out the way and let whoever.
I've been blessed. I've always had men that can cook way better than me. So I'm
Hmm.
saying
Yeah.
equal.
Uh-huh. The kids hurt themselves, and you need to care for them. Whose
Is it my
job is that?
sons?
Whatever kids you got in your house, they hurt themselves. Who's to prepare for that? Who takes care of that person?
My
I'm
husband.
gonna
Wife.
say I'm gonna say equal.
Wife.
And the reason why I say husband is because any kind of body fluid, I'm calling him. Like a kid vomit, and we standing right there. I'm right with him.
Nah,
I'm
see,
gonna
like
say equal because I'm not as
Equal.
I'm more of the parent. Like, get up, you'll be all right.
that's how I. That's
But after
exactly
that,
how
I
I am.
cleaned up and everything. Then they could come to mommy, and I'm like,
Walk it
oh,
off.
but that. Mhm.
All right, this one is old. This one is old, but it's worth saying. Paying the bills.
I'm
Depends
gonna
on
Kind
who.
of
say
old
I'm gonna
school.
say equal with that.
Equal
That's
depends
equal
on
too.
who's stronger.
So it doesn't matter who makes the most money. Because
Mm-mm.
I just watched this whole Martin episode where
Do
Gina
it
made more
matters who
money than
make the most
Martin.
money? It does to
Yeah.
me.
Mm.
Why? Break that down.
Well, I just want him to make more than me. That's all. If
Oh.
he doesn't in an isolated situation, like something happens with his job
No,
and
ain't nothing isolated.
no, because
This is his passion. This is his passion and what he plans on doing for the rest of his life. And he's capped out.
well, did I
There's
meet
a
him?
cap on
Did
his
I meet him in his passion, or did he decide to do his passion after we were married? That makes a difference.
Good question,
Okay,
Keelan.
fair enough.
Because if I met him in his passion and he was going to cap out at 19,000, then I'm sorry, bruh. I ain't nothing I can do for you.
Well,
But
I mean, what were y'all? 12, 11?
I'm just saying. But if we're married and he was like, babe, I'm doing my passion, I gotta kind of go through the rough, through the trenches. But I'm just saying, like,
Capping out at 19.
there's a difference. There's a different levels of commitment. This is levels to this.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That is hilarious. All right, what about um taking care of the car?
Man,
I'm gonna say
there's
equal because
nuh-uh.
people say that I treat my car like a dude anyway. So yeah, my car is always gonna be well kept.
Yeah, I
No, are
say
you
that.
talking about kept or maintenance?
That's everything. That's everything from gas to oil changes to tires needing to be replaced.
Mm-hmm.
Everything but
Man,
wash. I ain't talking about wash.
man,
Everybody,
I'm
Okay,
gonna
everybody can
say
drive
I'm
through a
gonna
car
say
wash.
equal for me because you
I'm
get a
gonna
car. Go ahead, Tanya.
now I'm gonna say equal in some aspects too because I don't mind pulling up and getting an oil change. I'm not because that's like my me time.
Mm-hmm.
Because the
Just
mechanic that we go to, seriously,
sitting
the
there where I
mechanic.
man, sitting there where I man trying to upsell you on washer
I
fluid
already
discount.
the answer is no. See, Kev has already schooled me on that. You can show me that little vent that needs to be cleaned all you want. The answer is no. I don't mind sitting there doing that, but I'm not like when it's time to hang out at the mechanic shop. That's all I care because he and our mechanic they just love each other. They just talk and have a good time. That's not what I'm there for. You can tell me what's
Well,
wrong.
ain't nobody taking care of my car but me, and the way that I take care of my cars, I get it that he is equally the same like me, but this is my baby and this is my ride. I make
even
sure.
even when you get married.
I got guys that when I'm not married they do it, but I'm taking care of my car. Fern, I'm a car lover,
I understand
and
that, but so if he takes your keys and say, "I'm going to
if
get
he
you an
take my
oil
keys,
change,"
I can't do nothing about that. But
well, y'all key.
I don't know about that. I had to see. Mm. Like I'm not one of them girls that be on social media like I can't wait till I get a husband because I get so sick of sitting in the oil shop. I'm not that girl because I'm gonna schedule my oil appointment. I'm gonna drive up. I'm gonna go get it done. I'm gonna make sure I get my car detailed. When I go to the car wash, I want them to pull it over to the side, and I want to stand there and chit chat with them and be like, "Get down in that little area right there." Yeah,
Mm-mm.
I'm really funny with
That's
my
because
cars,
Keela's extra bossy. So he
but
What?
I'm
has to
funny with
really
my
Are you
cars
serious?
though.
Are you
I'm
serious? I would have
she's
never thought
serious.
that.
She's serious.
Oh man, that is shocking news.
You know what?
Vern,
Okay, Vern, you trying to be funny.
Vern,
Wait,
how would you?
Aaron got a question. If you get stuck in the snow, who you calling?
If I get stuck in the snow, I got a little bitty shovel that's in the back of my car and I put my car in all-wheel
No,
drive
ma'am.
Oh
mode.
No,
no.
ma'am. No,
Mm-mm.
ma'am. No,
Nope.
ma'am.
Nope.
Not at
Unless
all.
the only way I'm calling is if I cannot get out. And that's the honest
Flag
to
on
God
Absolutely not.
truth.
flag on the play.
Absolutely not.
Flag on the play.
Because by the time I call you and you get there, I'm gone. I'm to the next
Let me worry
destination.
about
That
that. No, no,
right.
no, 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 no.
Don't
Not
worry
if
about
I'm
all
gonna
that.
be
You
late.
turn that heat on. You turn that heat on. You listen to
And you
some
wait
Maxwell's or
and you
whatever you
wait till
listen
I
to.
get there.
Oh no, I'm not doing it. But I'm not gonna say that I haven't done it because I have been in situations where I could not get out. But I'm not going
So
to.
you about to get out and push? Just you
No. If
gonna
I
push?
gotta rock the car, somebody
Yeah, you
else
got to
is
rock.
going.
That's you.
Well, you sit in the driver's seat and you rock. I mean, I got enough weight for that. I got enough weight. Listen, I'm not trying to take no man role, but
You took them all.
unless I'm really, really stuck, I'm not about to be bothering you.
You just took all of them.
Okay. Well, that's what happens when you've been single. But no, I can't lie because my friend helped me all the time. So I don't even want to play him like that. But the point I'm making is yes, I'm not gonna call him if I feel like I can get out. I'm not gonna do it. So
Let me
what's
let me let me let me let you pull up to dinner and you look disheveled because you just pushed yourself out of the car and I ain't know nothing about it.
Right.
You just push yourself out of snow.
why would you be mad about that? I mean, if I am I
Because
hurt? Am I
because
hurt?
you taking my role. You taking my role away.
If you ain't know about it, I didn't take it.
But I'll be more mad because you didn't tell me. Because
Okay, well, I
you
probably
taking it away
won't
from
tell
me.
y'all then.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm not gonna say, babe, today I got stuck in the snow because you're gonna be like, I feel what is it called?
Emasculated.
Yeah, I feel emasculated.
Yeah, so we're not gonna talk about that snow on your dress, your black eye, and your broken nails
What?
from digging yourself out in the snow.
Oh, it's not that serious. I got a shovel that just like it's little. It's about this big, and I just dig around the tire and then put
Oh,
my
okay.
yeah.
You've
Vern,
done
do
this
you feel
before,
like
Keith?
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
Vern? I'm thinking about the Martin episode. Could you? Does money matter in the household?
No,
Like who makes the most?
all goes in one pot, brother.
Yeah,
Ladies.
one pot.
Well, I already know Keela's. I already know Keela's.
Yeah, I don't mind a man making less if we already committed and together.
So there's an asterisk next to it. Okay.
And I don't mind a man making less if I see him hustling or working hard, because that
I
matters.
mean, he got a side gig. Like I don't mind him making less at his 9 to 5 if he got a side gig.
Nope, no side gig.
Ooh.
Keela want him out here going to work and selling weed.
So you saying if he sell marijuana on the side to supplement the income,
Long as he
you
don't
cool.
smoke it.
Interesting.
Bird, you can close your mouth. Close your mouth.
Interesting. Keela's just playing with y'all. You're not playing, but
On the books, he make more than me on
She
the books,
not playing.
but off the books,
Oh my goodness.
I'm just saying. Listen, I'm not promoting any of those things. What I am saying is that let's say I make 130,000 a year, right? If he make 125, I'm okay with that.
He makes 30.
yeah,
What if he
because
made
y'all
what if he made
basically
72?
in the
What if he made
1%.
75?
Did I just meet him or are we already
No.
together?
Downsize, different department. Yeah, 75.
Okay, if we're together, I'm gonna stay committed. I'm not gonna leave nobody because they make less than me.
But Daddy, I mean, I get what you're saying.
I mean, life happens. Life happens. You know what I'm saying? I'm never going to make a man feel less. But I mean, come on now. I'm not trying to be funny. It's very difficult out here in this world at the age that I am. I've established a lot by myself. And the last thing I want to do is take care of a man. And I don't want to do that at this stage in life. So if you cannot already provide some of the equal things that I have already provided for myself, I'm not going to look at you like you're the man of any house. I'm talking about if he haven't provided that for himself. That's what I mean.
I hear you.
What if he got a nice apartment? He probably got a nice apartment or something.
Yes,
like that.
and I need to know if he is on a roll. So if he got a plan or of some sort. So like I'm not gonna walk up to him and be like, "Oh, he living in an apartment. Oh no, deuces. No, don't call me." I need to see like what's his mind like. Are you just in the apartment because you're trying to save for bigger things? Would you waiting for your wife and say, look, I just said I'm gonna not buy a house because I want to do this. It's a difference. We 48 years old. I'm not out here, I'm not 28 no more. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be at a
when
different
you was a
level.
child, you thought as a child.
Right. And I'm gonna tell you, it's a lot of women out here. You don't know it because they make everything look glitz and glam. It's a lot of women taking care of men out here.
Mm-hmm.
A whole lot.
Glory to God. That's God. Hey, some people.
That's my dog.
It's a whole lot of women taking care of men, more than you know.
Tanya, let's hear your list.
Oh, my questions?
Yeah, your question.
I just wanted to know if you would say lady or man. And it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, like 6. Okay. Who's more likely to be late?
Come on now.
Oh,
you even got to ask
definitely
that,
the guy.
Are you serious?
Well, mine definitely.
Yeah, I agree.
Are y'all for real right now?
I lied to him. I lied to him. If I say it's at 5, it's at probably 6.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's move on.
I don't know what world y'all live in.
Right, we're not telling
Aaron,
the
I'm
truth.
never hardly late.
But if we are late, It's because we getting everyone else together and then we
There's
do ourselves
no
last.
excuse. No excuse.
I'm
That is
hardly ever late.
that's not an excuse. That's the truth.
I always say if a man
And
is
if
always late, then check if he has a family. Because if he does, there's your answer.
same
Wow.
with a woman.
Yeah.
No.
Because we too busy getting
First of
everyone.
all, if you ever see me late, it's on purpose. And
I
second of all, I'm never hardly ever late.
never
So
That's true
seen
for
I ain't never
Keely.
seen a situation where the woman is waiting on the couch for the man to finish getting
pre-
dressed and stuff
preach.
oh
like
well, you should switch
Praise
roles
God.
then because I'm always waiting. He's never on time. And
Yeah.
that's
All
the
right.
honest to goodness.
Okay. The next one, better dresser.
Equal.
I'm gonna say him.
It's equal in some cases, but not here. It's always the ladies.
I mean, whatever. What
I'm
day of the week is it? I mean,
I'm
I
gonna
think I dress pretty fly, but I think he dressed a little flyer than me.
I think if when Kev dresses fly, it's because of me. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
that's
mean,
not my forte.
I personally don't care about fashion and stuff like that. I mean,
I know.
like
Look at
looking
that shirt
like
you have
like
on right now.
Wow.
so. I don't care who dresses better,
Yeah,
just long as we clean.
he put me up on a lot of stuff, so we
Okay.
definitely gotta say him.
So who's the loudest? Who would you say is the loudest?
Me,
Him. Definitely
Me,
him.
definitely
yeah.
me.
Yeah. Okay. Quicker to get someone told.
Probably me.
Me,
He's real patient.
definitely me.
Eh, I guess me. I guess I would.
Okay.
But I
So
mean, I ain't tripping.
that's
If
me.
they parked in
Tanya,
front of
we
my
know
house,
it's
if they
you.
parked in front of my house, anybody can get it. Uh, now, who cars is parked in front of my house for 3 days? You know what I mean?
Oh my goodness, you sound like an old man.
Hey, I don't like nobody parked in front of my
But
house.
I
Hey,
don't like nobody parked in front of my house
my
either, so
my
I feel
neighbor,
him on that.
I just had a situation with a non-working car was in front of my house for like a week.
Mm.
Like, push that joint. And I'm sitting here every week before I go to work. I'm walking around it because they keep their door open. So I know they can see out to the street. I'm looking at the license plate. I'm walking around this car every day. And it
Letting
wouldn't be
them
as bad
know
if
that you
my
see
right.
it.
And I know they moved it at the time when me and my wife were doing the same thing. But the lady is one of the sweetest ladies on earth. But I'm like, man, we got to get this car moved because it's that's unacceptable.
Okay. Who's more than likely to take more risk, the lady or the man?
Man,
Him.
Man,
Yeah. Yeah, same. I agree. Who spends more time on social media?
mm, equal.
man,
It's me for me. Rufus,
Mm.
It's equal.
man,
man.
man.
Who gets more worked up about social media?
Me.
Mm.
Those are,
Well, it would definitely have to be me because I'm on more, but I don't really get that worked up about it.
Yeah, I would say that's me.
Social media equal Keela. Why would you say that, Aaron? I don't really
See,
get
you
worked out. I
miss
just
social
say what I
media.
feel like saying and I leave it.
So those are the things that I like jotted down. So I do. And then Rufus, like in our chat, you asked if women had a law like men have a law. So what do you mean by like give me an example of like a
The man law.
man's law?
Yeah, there are certain guy code man law things that just I don't want to say unspoken, but if you break them, then there are consequences. Uh, Vern, can you think of any off the top?
if you are going to a men's restroom and like I said, there's three urinals and you use the one in the middle when
Yeah.
all three of them are open, that's a problem because you're supposed to use
You supposed to skip one?
no, you're supposed to use the one on the end. You can't use the one in the middle. Like if there's nobody in the restroom and you use the middle one and I gotta go, now you're forcing me to stand next to you. So you should
That's
be
hilarious.
a stall apart. Or um in the movies, if like we're going to see the movies, going to like see a Marvel movie, um, don't sit next to me. You said 1 seat apart. That's
Okay.
Yeah, that's
unwritten.
spread out.
I'm like that with my
Um,
friends though.
yeah, like even with we can't compliment each other like you all do. Like
Okay.
y'all going out, hey girl, you
Ooh,
look
look
beautiful
at
tonight.
you.
I love how
Look
your
at
makeup
you.
is on your face. Like look at you, how that jacket fit. Like
Yeah,
the
guys,
basic thing,
guy
like we can
code.
say, be like, oh, where you get
Where you
them
get your
sneakers from?
shoes from? Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
that's it.
yeah.
So
Let me know where you got that jacket from when you get a chance.
Yep.
so
Really?
before, even though girls have, gay is not a new thing, the more it becomes, it's world, it's open now, I should put it like that.
Mhm.
And so back in the day, girls might could say to each other, your friends, not just any girl, your booty looking good in them jeans. Well, now I don't say that no more, because it's like I don't want her thinking like, I said that to a girl and she sent me a good morning beautiful text and I had to shut that down. And I'm like, okay, you know what? So she misunderstood. She read me wrong. So I blocked her. And so she said, did you get my text? And Laura, okay, knock on wood, because I mean, Laura, forgive me. But I said, no, I never got your text. I was like, what did you say? She was like, oh, never mind. And I left it at that.
She was testing them waters.
So we used to could say things like that, but no, I stay away from that stuff now because people be having a different agendas.
But
I think
just
it's
like
also
Aaron said in the chat, it's certain codes when guys are talking on the phone. It's certain things you can't say, certain greetings you
Bye
can't
bye.
use.
oh my goodness. This is my
Certain
one.
things you just
Aaron
can't do.
just he hit the nail on the head.
You can't
I
say
will
bye bye.
call no, you can't say bye. Like
No,
I
bye
called
should
my
not come out of your mouth.
I called my uncle back the other day because he said bye, and I didn't say it out loud, but I
No.
drummed up another conversation. He was like, "All right, talk to you later." Okay,
There
Right.
I'm
you
cool.
go.
We can get
There
off
we
the
go.
phone
There
Right.
we
now.
go, big fella. Okay, that's what I like to hear when I get off the
Yep.
phone.
So you can't get
All
off
right,
the
I'm gonna
phone and
holler
say
at you.
bye
All right,
bye.
But I say bye
all right, I'm gonna
though.
holler
Why
at you.
is there bye?
I don't even think I say bye. I just be like, all right, later. Talk to you later.
Or like
Bye bye.
if you have
Bye
a
bye.
son, your son should know how to throw a football, tie a tie, and change a tire. Like if your son
Right.
can't make a layup, that's on you, big fella.
Guy code, no soft handshakes.
I don't like when a guy responds K.
Or these new
Well,
kids,
I
these
don't
new
use no
Just
K
cats
K.
though,
on
so
some
I
other
don't use no
stuff.
K.
Instead of
I don't,
saying, all right.
my K button don't even work on my phone.
Right. I don't like
That is hilarious.
No K.
You guys are funny.
And
So
he
we
Guy
said no
code
split
for
toe
Oh,
sandals.
how you greet each other. You can't greet each other a certain way.
I
You
got a
know.
problem. I got a problem with a dude that don't know how to grill.
mm,
Yeah, see.
Eh.
Mm-mm.
I mean, to me, that just means he was raised by his mama. But I hear you. I hear you.
No, because I grill. Oh, I
yeah,
forgot.
I
I'm
know how to
coming off
grill.
as some real masculine energy tonight. And let me stand corrected because I know I'm gonna be told when I get off this podcast that he do a lot of things and I don't do it all because I saw Stephanie's comment. But I don't want you got to learn how to grill and build a fire.
Yeah,
Yep.
definitely. Now that's a fire. You need to know how to do that. Um, all the way back to Eddie Murphy. Okay, so Keela, what would you say some of our laws are as women?
Well, one like my cousin just said we can't remember how we used to say my girlfriend and
Mm.
I don't even reference that anymore and without trying to correct myself because people be like your girlfriend. I'm like, no, my friends, that's a girl. We used to be like, oh, me and my girlfriend used to do such and such, and then like, oh, you got a girlfriend. No, I don't.
Yeah.
What's
I don't even think
another?
guys say. I don't even think guys say my friends,
What do you guys say, my boy?
That's
Can
my
my
you use
dude,
boys,
that?
my
My dog,
dogs,
The
my
my
dog.
my
dog.
brother,
dogs,
my guy.
my bro. Yeah, I was
I
hanging out
just
with the
don't walk up
fellas.
to nobody
Me
and
and
be
the
like,
fellas.
even though your dude may know y'all best friends, I don't introduce them like, hey, what up, y'all? Hey, this is my best friend. No.
Oh, just me and my friend hanging out.
Period. Right,
You are
Stacy. Period.
funny. You're
I'm
funny.
trying to think of some other ones, and I was more so thinking about how girls be crossing over in relationships with dudes, though. Like the guy code for that? Do y'all have a guy code? Okay, I don't think guys care so much about this. Like
You
you
talking
used
about
to,
passing around the booty?
yeah. Y'all don't really care about that. Y'all don't have no guy code for that, do y'all?
In
Unless it's
terms
somebody
of, you
special.
mean dating somebody?
Yeah, and then you like, yeah, I used
No,
to. Y'all don't have
mm-mm.
no.
No, no, that's a violation. That is unacceptable.
Oh, it is a violation with guys.
Yeah, unless you got
If you're
some
serious, if
right.
it's your
Not even
girl.
period. I don't want. Mm-mm. That's just my crew. That ain't never happened. And I can say over 20, 30 years of friendship with certain cat, that ain't never happened. It's not an option.
Yeah, so I can't do that either. Like there is nobody, no man should have a
Go read it,
high.
Keela.
And and you know what? And this came up
That's
on
important.
I remember Kevin Hart had on his podcast. They had this like 2 week debate on this topic. So he was like, he thought he was in the right. So let's say you were at a function or whatnot, and your homegirl brought over a guy that you used to casually date. Y'all may have a thing, and it was like 10 some odd years ago, but y'all knew each other when y'all saw each other. Are you gonna tell your friend right off the bat that, hey, me and old boy dated, this what happened, this, down the third, or are you gonna wait until they get serious and say something then? And my stance and a lot of his friends' stance were like, you dirty for not saying nothing, because if y'all get serious later on, years down the line, and then you just tell me, like, that's a problem, bro. It is a
I
problem. I was
think
wondering what y'all thought about that.
the only way I probably would say something is if we has had sex or something. Outside of that, 10 years ago, and 9 times out of 10, I'm probably the one that dumped them.
Well, that's
Do
what
it
they were
depend on how
insinuating.
long ago? Do it
That's
depend
what
on
they
how
were
long ago?
insinuating.
I
Yeah,
think
because it depends on like the dating. So for the dating, like we just went out on a couple of dates or something like that. I probably won't even say anything. I'm just gonna act
Or
like
I
I
would
don't
even
know.
say that it depends on if and this is gonna sound, this is not me, however, but if it was casual sex and you thought that you were serious when you were younger, but now let's progress to actually being grown, and now you really see yourself being with this person and it's more serious, then I don't even think it would be worth mentioning,
Hmm.
because
Mm-mm.
it was
See,
just
for
it didn't
guys, that's
mean
different. You got to tell me, bro. You got to tell me right off the bat, especially if
Even if
y'all
y'all
got down
just
like that.
dated,
you need the
No, we
details too.
see. Well, they were insinuating the second part, like what y'all said.
oh, the
So if
sex
that
part.
happened, and you don't tell me, oh, we scrapping, and
Yeah,
the relationship over.
Even if it was years ago.
Yep,
Really?
Hmm.
now
So,
yep.
Yeah,
Tanya,
it's no
but when you say
expiration date
tell
on the
you,
booty.
but when you
It's no
say tell
expiration
you,
date
what
on
do
the
you
booty.
mean, Burn?
You
I
say
need to
what?
know. You need to know like details of.
I need to know at that function right there so I
yeah.
can cut
See,
it off.
I'm with you on that. When it comes to the sex part, I don't care if it was casual or not. I don't, and we're if we're really really friends. Now if you just somebody I'll be passing by here and there, I ain't really trying to hear from you anyway. But if
Hmm.
we're friends and we travel in the same circles, that's weird for me.
Okay, so this is a gender role question, and this is now I've just found out that they call it body counts. Do you think
You
that is that by how many people someone has sex with? They call it body counts now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Do you
problem.
okay, do you think that if a man had 50 and a woman had 50, that makes her less of a that makes her the H word?
No, y'all both wild. Because that's
Okay,
so because
that's
that
fair.
shows
First of all,
indiscretion.
don't even ask me that. And we grown as this. Don't ask me that because
That
Rufus
yeah.
So
face.
that's the immature. So you consider that an immature question?
I consider if we're going forward and we're moving forward,
It's
unless
assumed that you done been with people.
obviously, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying. So I don't even know unless you like somewhere that's like unimaginable number where we need to be going to get AIDS tests or something. Then I don't feel like it's gonna
A former
because for
ball player, a
That could just
yeah
former
be
NBA
one
player.
person. You could just be
because
one person need to do
right.
that. Hmm.
Right, exactly. But what I'm saying is for me, all that's gonna do for me is I I don't want to know that. I don't want to know, oh, it was 75 women. I don't need to know. I don't want to know that. That's just a number I'm making up. You know, guys be out here lying.
Let
I'm
me
just
ask let me ask y'all a question. I feel like in this day and age, like we talked about earlier, toxic masculinity.
Jimmy said.
Um, I feel like that, we are getting, masculinity, whether it be toxic or whatnot, is almost kind of like a crime nowadays. So what do y'all consider like, dude, you too in touch with your feminine side? Like you doing too much if you do this. Like, would you be comfortable, your man sitting on a couch with his legs under him to the side, drinking Zinfandel, watching This Is Us?
No, I
No,
would not.
I would not
I
be
like
comfortable.
I like a manly man. I like
Yeah,
a very manly, masculine man. Like
I would be so turned off. Like
I
seriously, up
definitely
here like
would.
twins now. No, mm-mm.
Would you be suspicious if your man asked you to buy him flowers for Father's Day?
I don't like stuff like that. We talked about that on the show. No, I'm not doing it. Even if you
No,
ask me, first of all, we're done. And then second of all, don't ask me to buy you flowers. No. I'm not doing it.
mm.
I like very manly man, like build houses and stuff like that. Your arms peck out when you move it just for no reason. I don't know. Like no, I'm not into that.
I know.
So
Or
you
even
have a
like
problem.
that question Rufus posed in the chat, wearing a t-shirt with like no underwear. I'll
To
be like,
bed.
to bed. You
Oh,
talk
that's
about
hilarious.
dry as a well? I mean, no. Mm-mm. We'd be like
Burn,
striking
So
Oh
pose.
burn,
yeah, so tell
burn. You
them
got a
the
problem with
question,
that?
Rufus. Tell them the question. And tonight we don't have to focus on staying right within that window because this is going on YouTube. But tell them the question, Rufus, that you asked us in the inbox.
Is it okay? Is it okay? Is it okay if a guy goes to bed wearing nothing but a huge T-shirt and no drawers underneath?
no,
Oh
So
that
the,
is
the
the
no.
t-shirt, the
funniest,
t-shirt
one of the
hang down.
funniest
So
things I've ever heard.
So
the t-shirt cover everything. The t-shirt, everything is covered
so he
with the t-shirt.
basically coming to bed with a nightgown.
Yeah, you can
No.
see a little thigh meat. You can see a little thigh meat.
No, sir.
No, no. Because it's basically coming to bed like my twin. And no. That's absolutely, I mean, seriously, dry as a well.
Oh,
You
that's
could
funny.
probably use me to start a forest fire because I would be like, what is going on?
Yeah,
No.
first of all, why you have on any clothes at all?
Right.
And then second of all, my thing is no.
No,
I'm not attracted
no,
to that.
This
No
dude
flowers.
said
I have a question.
free
I have
balling and a
I have a
nightgown.
question,
no.
Whatever.
ladies. The man, you out and about, you on the river walk, wherever you at, and the man that you with your man, and another guy comes up smack you on the butt, and
Oh,
your what do you expect of your man at that point, if anything,
okay. So
yeah, if anything, what do you expect?
be, well, because I do know how he is, I definitely know something's gonna be said for sure. But I would probably try to calm the situation because he carries like 3 guns at one time. So my thing is literally at all times. So my thing is, I don't know if I would expect him to be like rah rah, like to be ghetto or jump on somebody, but that's disrespectful.
It is.
So
Yeah.
you do expect him to say something.
I probably would end up saying something, then he'll probably end up sticking up for me because
Yeah.
I'll be there and say something. I'm sure. I'm almost positive I would.
Yeah. And you know what that would do for me? Because back, and I don't know if I think I told this story on a podcast before. I've always had like a butt. And even in third grade, you know how little boys are. It was fun for them on the playground to like run past and just like slap,
Yeah, keep
slap.
going. Catch me if you can, but I got some. I got something.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness. I mean, that's why, fighting. I mean, that's I used to get so mad to like even to this day, if my own husband just walks past me and do that, it just triggers something.
oh,
I
you gonna
cannot
have to suck
stand
that
it.
one up. You gonna
Yeah,
have to
I,
suck that up.
you're gonna have to deal with it.
I'm
Just
That's a
trying.
part of the contract. That wasn't even
yeah,
third degree.
that's
No,
for
show
life.
me where. Show me where.
If I'm 80
Age
years old,
6.
85 years old, and I'm rolling around in a wheelchair, you're gonna catch the drive by.
Oh no,
If
no.
somebody do that, bro, and I'm like, even if it's a group of people, I got to die that night. If I get jumped
Hey,
and put into a coma, then I got to take an L. Like, you
Vern, what
know,
about the flip? What about the flip side? What if she smack your butt?
it's probably gonna be a scrap.
First of
Your
all,
wife?
first of
Your wife?
all,
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying
if
your
you
wife.
don't like you don't want your wife to slap your butt.
No, no, she was talking about if somebody
No, no, no,
got
no. I was
confronted.
talking
Oh, you
about
talking
your
about
wife.
me?
Yeah.
Oh, girl, I don't play no games now. You know what I'm saying? We no, don't
Rufus,
be
you're okay
playing
with
now.
that?
Huh?
You're okay with your wife slapping your butt?
On the side, not the bottom, not underneath.
I'm going in like this.
I mean that's cool, but don't do like don't make it jump.
Hilarious. Yeah, I don't mind doing that, and I'm going to. But what's the other question? Tanya, why you look like you in so much disbelief?
Because I'm thinking about what they said, how I have to let that go. I cannot let it go. I don't.
Where did
Vern.
Vern go?
Maybe his. I don't know. He'll be back. I'm sure.
He might
Just
be in Uganda.
I just can't let anyone. I don't like it. It just brings back. I mean, because it happened for a couple years of just getting slapped on my butt, and then
Yeah,
like a few times in middle school, and it just literally takes me back
yeah.
40 years, 45 years, and I just do not. I
And
don't.
it's just so disrespectful.
It
You
is so
know?
disrespectful. And you know what? And I know that Kev means no harm, but I'm telling him that's just like a love language. That part of physical touch is not mine, so please don't do it.
Oh, well,
Maybe I need
if
therapy.
that's that's one thing about that book, the love language book. So if that really is a trigger, then they spoke about that in the book. Like if it's something that's uncomfortable and it's that serious, then I get it. So that's
Right.
one
And
thing
it's
you just
that
have to give
serious.
up.
Like even before I was married, or I walk past somebody, some guy be like, "Hey, how you doing?" And then when I get by, I'd be like, "Oh, can I talk to you for a second?" That's a trigger too, because seriously, now you
Yeah.
want to talk, and now I'm ready to.
Right. Yeah. Now
You know,
that's irritating though.
it's very irritating. So
And you know,
Okay.
you ever been real goofy with it? Because since we're just like idle talking right now, and you walk past because you know a guy is gonna turn around, and then you just make sure. Like I have thrown my bag back there on purpose, and just
Mhm.
like because I know he looking. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, oh yeah. And Kev like makes a joke because even now to this day, whenever I stand up, I'll have to pull my shirt down.
Right.
Whenever I sit down, I'm pulling my shirt. Whenever I have something, I'm turning to the mirror, asking him. Yeah.
Ain't a shirt been made that can keep me away.
I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to pray for Kevin Kev because I know that's tough.
Yeah.
Hey
Not
man,
like
if
I
that
said.
I guess if that's the love language, if that ain't the love language, that ain't the love language. But just
Yeah. We
know it
just
is mine. It is mine.
Yeah,
send us some
he
prayers.
definitely know it is his. I mean, Tanya, the Lord really blessed you there. So, I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
he
that's
can't
blessed.
help it. He can't
Yeah.
help it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll pray for
Yeah,
me
and it's almost like dang, almost like you feel guilty that men have put you in that position. Like,
Yeah.
because when you
too.
stated it, younger days, you could think of instances where like you've done that personally, and now that you're older, you think like, man, she probably had to go through that all her life, and it
Yeah.
probably has been
Mhm.
a trigger for it. And
Oh,
I've stated, even though like Pastor Robert Kelly once said, one man can make one woman hate all men. So
Mm-hmm.
he was preaching
Please,
that
ladies,
there.
don't shake your head. Don't shake your head at that. He's quoting R. Kelly.
Unfortunately,
He's quoting R. Kelly, and you guys just
no, but unfortunately, somebody who hasn't dealt with some trauma,
mhm.
that can be true. But you got to deal with your.
so let me ask then. It's a little serious kind of twist to the subject. Have you ever heard of a man that has trying to watch my words. You never hear about men being raped.
Go
Why is
all the
that?
way there.
Mhm. Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm trying.
let's
I'm
go there.
trying. I'm
Mhm.
trying. I'm trying. You never hear about men being raped, or very seldom that you hear that 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 part of them was taken from them.
Mhm.
Why is that one of the masculine things is being proud of every encounter, no matter how it happened, it was still an encounter, or
You mean rape by women or just rape? Period.
definitely not talking about jail.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
I'm,
Well,
I'm
I
talking.
don't know
Or
how.
outside of jail. I think men just don't like to report it because I think mentally they think it considers them to be weak. Like,
I
why
mean,
would you report a woman touching you? You know?
So,
I'm gonna just I'm gonna keep it
careful,
moving.
Vern. Careful,
No,
careful,
and let's talk about it.
I
careful.
can't.
Watch yourself. Uh-oh,
Uh
you done
oh.
lost somebody already. So
Tanya be
hey,
back.
All right.
Vern, you done already lost somebody.
There she go.
Yeah, that's a tough one, bro. I don't. I don't
So
want
come
to.
on, man.
I
Speak
don't want
on
to
it, man. You
jeopardize any
might
future
help somebody get
sponsors.
free. You might help somebody get free, man. Go ahead, man.
Um,
Come on,
So
man.
you think it's a glorified thing?
no, it's not a glorified thing. I just don't
You
think
think
it
he's
happens
soft if
on a
he?
scale. I know that child molestation is out there, things of that nature, that type of stuff. I understand to report that definitely does lead to trauma and confusion like that. So I would, I think it's now becoming more accepting to report your abuser, no matter who it is, male or
Mm-hmm.
female, male on male, whatever the case may be. That is definitely a trigger, and needs to be reported. But I think it's society as a whole that we don't come out, especially men, because it's a pride thing.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mhm.
we,
Mm-hmm.
men would be looked at funny if you like, man, your babysitter used to touch you. What you tripping for? But like, nah, bro, that really messed me up.
Right. It mentally did something to me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's something. I can't even imagine that. Uh what? Aaron said, oh, I don't know what he was referring to. We probably were talking about something. He dated a girl who hates feet. It was weird. I had to walk away.
Everybody has a trigger. That might be his thing. He might,
Yeah.
be the foot massage master, and she don't want to get
She
her
didn't
feet
like
touched.
she don't touch my feet.
Right. So he might have magic hands.
But yeah, everybody, I think that is true. Everybody have a trigger because I will fight you. Like, when people play too much and they might like push you or whatever, like
Hmm.
they're like laughing or whatever. And then my you can ask my supervisor. It just gets kind of violent. Like don't put your hands on me at all.
Oh my God.
Oh
So,
yeah. Okay. You don't
you
like
know,
play. You don't like play fighting.
and don't play fight with me because it's definitely gonna turn real.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Keela, we share that the same too, because I don't like people grabbing me or pushing me or
Yeah. I
yeah.
I, I can't do that.
I
My
don't know.
super
At this day and age, who's still grabbing you and pushing you?
because
we
sometimes people, okay, so like my
Girl, like women
supervisor,
do it all the time. Child. Like,
yes.
what?
And see, don't
girl.
and see
Oh, you mean
me,
like that?
they
Okay.
still be laughing, and then I be like, slap, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And they're like, well, dang, But my supervisor walked up to me. This is a long time ago. He doesn't work with me anymore. And you know how people take their fingers and poke your side? He came up to me and poked. When I say I turned around and every ounce of me, like I hit him so hard in the face with my fist. And I felt so bad after it was done, but I'm like, why would you do that? Like, why would you even touch me? He was like, well, I didn't know you was gonna react like that. Like, don't touch me like that. Don't tickle me. Please don't tickle me. You will not survive. You will not
Yeah.
survive. Tickling is like torture to me.
Well, do you guys believe in were we finished talking about questions like that?
Oh, keep going. Keep going. Keep
Okay.
flowing.
Do you believe in like traditional gentleman roles, like opening doors and all
Yeah.
basically?
I
Yeah.
love
That's
stuff
that's
like
that's.
that.
I feel like those lines are getting blurred now. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand how chivalry died. I don't get it. You know, it's just habit for me to hold the door for anybody, especially elderly or just ladies in general. Um, I feel like it translates. Like I don't even like when women hold the door for me. Like if I'm coming out the store and I got stuff in my hand, don't hold the door for me. I
Right.
appreciate it,
Uh-huh.
but
Right.
I'd rather drop every package I have than let a lady hold the door open for me. I will walk in front like I was at I think it was at the mall somewhere, and I saw her motion towards the door, and I hurried up and opened the door on my back. And she was like, "I was trying to get the door for you." I was like,
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
Um, I still like stuff like that. Like I think it's dying out because a lot of men are no longer teaching their sons,
Hmm.
these things or don't know them themselves.
Right.
You know, like if I'm going somewhere and my ex-husband is present, he still is going to open my door. You know what I'm saying? So some guys just don't do it.
Well, that's sad because now even when we are out, even if I'm with my sons, when I get to the door, we pause, and
Exactly.
their sisters do too. We like
or like
Girl,
walking
right there.
walking close to the street,
I
and
Yeah, you walk on
y'all,
the outside.
yes.
We'll walk
yeah,
on
walk to the
the
outside,
outside. Hmm.
even though you're
I
supposed to jump in front of the car with me. But um,
I have stopped with random guys too, and they be standing up there. We all be looking puzzled, and I'm like, if you don't get
Open
that
this
door,
door. I
and
know.
they be like,
Hmm.
I
I'm
gotta
sorry.
I gotta out my wife the other day. We were all of us, the boys, we were all guilty. I was bringing in the groceries, something, just forgot about it. Next thing I know, I look up. I'm like, I asked Trey, I'm like, where's your mother? I'm like, she's still sitting in the car. Like we forgot to open her door for her, and she was just in there scrolling on her phone. I had to probably like,
Exactly.
my bad.
Somebody come
It's out
open this
there.
door. I love that too. She like,
Yeah.
oh, one of them gonna come back and open this door.
Yes, I
Okay.
sent my
But
oldest.
it's about teaching your kids,
Oh, definitely.
and teaching
Hmm.
even us, Tanya, with our girls, teaching them what should be expected. Like
Hmm.
Angel's dad do those things for her, your husband do those things for your
Hmm.
girls, so they can be taught. They have to be taught those
I
things.
know.
Yeah, like I saw, I you know, I've seen multiple times where the guy is in the car and the lady is outside pumping the gas. Like my mother taught me that a long time ago. It's just a force
Mm-mm.
of habit. She'd be like, take the money, go in there and pay, and I come pump the gas. And sometimes I'll be wanting to walk up to him, but I don't want to shoot Tavez because he's sitting in the front seat getting mad at me. But I'm
Right.
like, how are you okay with this? Is this your
Mhm.
standard? Like dude was just sitting in the front seat eating his chili cheese fries. Like,
Mm-mm.
I'm
I
chilling.
just saw in a marriage group. I don't know if you and Rufus are a part of that marriage group, and they had a question in there that said basically they were tired of men and women saying women should men should be not be okay should be okay with women pumping gas. And I was surprised to see the number of men come in there and say, I don't see anything wrong with it. Stop trying to make men do everything. It's nothing wrong with if I'm sitting in the car and she pump gas. I was really shocked at that in the marriage group, but I know it's all different walks of life in there.
Mhm.
But just the number of men and women that responded with like, my husband's sitting in the car, oh, don't worry about it. If I'm pumping gas, I do me. And I'm like, nah, I ain't pumping no gas if he's sitting in the car with me. I
Yeah,
mean, I'm not doing that. You
I
ain't
know.
about
You say he waving through the window?
no, we ain't doing that.
He on his phone posting like, look at my boo pumping this gas.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah,
sir.
those little things, right? Those little things is why we are, why we are in the state that we are in.
Yes.
Mhm.
Chivalry, those roles, things like that. I'm a firm believer in tradition. God established the family how it's supposed to be, and that's the way we need to operate. And the reason why the state of our relationships are the way that they are is because these lines are getting blurred, and the
Mhm.
the laws and the rules that have been set up that that are being blurred now. I tell all my sisters, my friends, like, things you need to watch out for, things you need to look out for, because that little stuff is going to translate over into your marriage.
It
So,
definitely is.
y'all complain, some ladies complain about the good morning text and stuff like that, but if he's not checking on you, if he's not offering to get your car detailed, if he's not carrying in the groceries, if he's not, you know, doing certain things.
Taking your
That's
trash out. I mean,
yeah,
just little things, little
Yeah.
things.
So there are things that we do want our girls to know how to do. And there are things that they just learn it, so they don't know just in case, but our boys do. So now Kev, he has 3 cars to fill up, we put gas in because the girls have a car. The boys don't have to do gas. So this is funny. So they're driving their cousin's car today. He has a Charger. Tan's already went out with their friends. They want to drive the Charger. And they're like, Zari calls me from the gas station because Cohen is out with his friends. Kev is at work. Both of the Kevins at work. They don't know what to do. Zari calls me, and this is sad, but she should know this. Mom, is 87 the one we want to use? I'm like, what is 87? Like, what are you talking about? She's like, because it looked like the gas needle's down and we got to put gas in Takeen's car. I'm like, oh, yeah, 87 is the one. They didn't even know. I'm like, oh my God.
well, I don't blame her for that.
Yeah, they
She's not supposed
still
to know that.
young though. I mean, they gotta learn it. She's still
Yeah.
young.
It
Now,
was
if she
just so
didn't know where to
funny.
put the gas nozzle in, then you got a problem.
Yeah, she's like, is it 87?
And they still teenagers. If she was 30, 25, that'd be different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, y'all.
But
I think it's
yeah, we wrapping it up.
I think we keeping it keeping it traditional out here instead of you know nowadays where dudes taking gymnastics and making blouses and the women out here cutting grass and
Okay,
changing
Rufus.
tires.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
Wait. Oh my God, y'all. I just looked at that time. So, okay, let's wrap it up.
I know, because Rufus has to head out. He's like,
He
"FYI,
do, but I
gotta
still looked at the time like I didn't even realize we were like
Yeah,
that.
10 o'clock. He about to go do a drive by himself, so you already know what that is.
You gotta go see his boat.
Right.
So this was fun. I'm glad we were able to do the pop-up on a Friday. I'm glad you guys are able to join us. It was really fun as usual with you guys.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It'll
no
be
doubt. So I'm looking
posted.
forward to this summer to get out and about, do some
Yes,
reviews, some
we're gonna do that.
festivals,
Yes.
all that.
We're going to get Big Vern to like the vegetarian place that we're going to, Keela.
Yeah.
Yep, and I'm gonna bring a steak in my pocket.
Okay.
Don't pull it out with that.
Y'all coming with us to the vegetarian place?
Yeah, I'm with it.
Okay.
But I'm
I'm
with
with it.
Vern. I'm not eating a carrot on a bun. I can't do that.
Well, yeah,
So-
ladies, this was
Tell me
dope.
when I read that.
So everybody, thanks for watching. We just wanted to
fun.
do something a little different on a Friday night, pop up and have a different audience, which I did see some new names in there. So that was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
I like
And,
what Jimmy said, by the way, that it
Oh,
would
yeah.
be feelings if you knew the body count.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That don't need to be exposed. But anyway,
Anyway.
like I said, if you're going over. But anyway, we're going to end it there.
Yeah.
It'll be on YouTube. We're gonna post it to YouTube and all that great stuff. And I guess you guys have a great night and
be safe, Rufus.
Yes, that's what I was just getting ready to say. Rufus, be safe.
And don't
All
wear
right,
that
y'all.
shirt anymore. It's banned. It's banned
From the podcast.
from all the way there.
Don't worry, I wear mine next week. Go blue.
Go
Okay.
green.
Mm.
But
All
anyway,
right. Go home.
everybody be safe.
All
Aaron
right, see
said
y'all.
bye-bye. Aaron said bye-bye, y'all.
Peace
Bye,
out, brother.
Aaron. Thanks for the laughs. Mind your
Rufus
road.
said don't say bye-bye.
Oh yeah.
But
Say
all
peace
right,
out.
y'all. See y'all later.
Later,
Later, gang.
bye-bye. Mind your
Peace.
roads, everyone.